you can fake something like we're doing here in the Kingdome. It's obvious what's going to happen. We're going to do a mid-air car crash 40 feet above the turf, and there's no way out. I mean, there's going to be a wreck. We just don't know where sometimes. We push it a little bit, but you know, that's my job. That's what I'm getting paid to do.
That's the difference between a stuntman who creates the illusion of danger and a man who is completely out of his mind. As he said, he's got to hit 65 miles an hour, hit this ramp to hit those cars. Now, if you look real close inside that car, you will see two steel poles that brace the roof supports. That is to increase the rigidity of the roof so it doesn't cave completely in on Carson. Now, looking at the ramp, you would think that he is probably going to hit the cars at maybe the second station wagon, or even, for that matter, the first station wagon. I guarantee you that Brian Carson's target is the second car on that stack. I mean, the second one from the top. The little Chevette underneath the top one is where he likes to hit. This is not a stunt. It is not an illusion. Brian Carson is here from Los Angeles to try and live. He's here to try and survive. He's not playing any games with you. Turning around on a rain-slickened parking lot. We can hear it coming in. Get ready. Carson brings it in. Unbelievable! Absolutely incredible. Every bit of 65 miles per hour. We don't see anything yet. The safety crew is with him. The roof of the car did cave in badly and on the driver's side. I should point out that those roof support poles that Carson uses to keep the roof up worked. It was the roof itself that folded up. It wasn't because of the support collapsing. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Carson is being pulled out. He is moving, but not very much. Make some noise for this man. Brian Carson, ladies and gentlemen. Whether or not we can get any words with him remains to be seen. Ladies and gentlemen, he is up. Brian Carson is up. Coming up, the war continues. Taurus versus Grave Digger. Stay with us. 50,000 fans at the Seattle Kingdome are on their feet for the final battle of the event. The match that virtually every spectator and both of these drivers wanted so badly has now become reality. The winner takes it all. Grave Digger versus Taurus on the line and ready. Grave Digger gets the hole shot. Both trucks incredibly high in the air, but the win goes to the 1950 Chevrolet Grave Digger. Both machines sliding to a halt, literally within a few feet of each other, nose to nose, in what could only be described as the highest flying final we ever could have imagined. Dennis Anderson, although a campaigner for years, pulled off his first USHRA Association National Championship victory. So the final monster truck results here in Seattle find our four first-round competitors. Travis Welch in the Destroyer, Robert Parker in Samson Run, Mike West in the Nasty Habits Crew Cab, and Terry Woodcock in the Unnamed and Untamed machines rounding out that first round of competition. The semifinalists, Brian Mabey in the AM/PM Boss and Mike Welch in the Super Pete. And, of course, our two finalists, Jack Wilman Jr. and winner Dennis Anderson in the Grave Digger. Out of the club, you couldn't ask for a wilder final round of that.
Yeah, you know, I'm sitting over here pumping myself. I really want to pull this one off. We got a great crowd here tonight. You know, we got up there, we were choosing lanes. Jackie wanted to know which lane I wanted. We both were having problems, you know, taking off in traction. he got over and swept his lane. I said, well, what the heck, I'll give mine a shot. My lane's pretty clean, and it worked.
I want you to watch the replay because you do not realize how far out of shape Jack Willman was in the other lane. But so were you. Here's the launch. The whole shot is what won that starting line lead for you.
Yeah, that's what I knew. I knew if we got a good, a good shot off the line there, that's what was going to do it.
Now look at this height.
Yeah, I'll tell you, I knew I hadn't run that lane hard all night. Oh, wow, that looks like one of my runs there. Taurus is pulling off. Yeah, I didn't run that lane all night, that hard, so I knew that lane was going to give me more air, but I felt like I'd get a better hole shot, and I felt like that's where the race was going to be won.
I know both of you wanted this so bad. Maybe we can get a word with Jack Willman, and he'll come over here momentarily. Oh, but indeed, the battle royale that everybody had hoped to see, Dennis Anderson versus Jack Willman, comes to a head, and it's the North Carolinian winning it all. Ladies and gentlemen, certainly the man who wanted it just as bad as Dennis Anderson was Jack Willman. And Jack, if you saw the replay, you saw just how far out of shape that truck was.
Yeah, I kind of went over the dirt hill kind of hard, but I knew I just had in my mind that's what it was going to take to win, and I give it all I had. And I guess I was a little late on the takeoff because he got me off the line right off the bat, and all I could do was keep in it and try, and it got way up on the front end, and when the front end's up in the air, the back wheels are going to go across first before the front does, so.
It was almost straight up and down at the finish line.
Yeah, the tailgate rubbed the cars, so it was straight up and down.
Certainly the wildest possible finale. You couldn't ask for a more intense battle between two drivers who wanted to race each other more than they wanted anything at this event. But now it's over. Or at least this round is over. You certainly couldn't have asked for much more at this one. Without a doubt, the showdown of all showdowns so far this year, with the newcomer from North Carolina taking the gold over one of the toughest trucks in the business. Thanks for being with us. I'm Bret Kepner. We'll see you next time. This has been a GRB Entertainment production in association with ESPN.